I joined Iron Maiden. I was selected after auditions and singing all of the songs, and it was a lot of people. I was very, very lucky. I thought they would choose somebody else because my voice is so different to Bruce Dickinson.
E aí galera do Sonoridades, bem-vindo a mais um episódio.
Fala galera,
Eu sou Maurício Java.
sou Isabele Miranda e hoje a gente tá aqui com ele, o único Blaze Bayley.
A lenda, o mito, the legend, the myth.
Mito, lenda.
Bom, a gente vai fazer entrevista em inglês, vocês vão ver as legendas aí, então curtam bastante, compartilhem, não esqueçam de dar like e de se inscrever, beleza? So Blaze, the first question is a little obvious, but you're back in Brazil, so how the tours are going so far?
It's wonderful to return to Brazil. It's one of the places I feel was so important when I joined Iron Maiden. Brazil, as a young man, was a place that you never imagined that you could go to. You see Rock in Rio, Iron Maiden, and I was working in a hotel as a cleaner at that time, and you think, oh wow man, I loved heavy metal, and and then to come to Brazil, being in Iron Maiden and play my first ever stadium concert was incredible, mind-blowing. And it's something that stayed with me. The way that I was treated by the fans of Brazil, they were so open to me. They took me into their heart and gave me a chance as the new singer. And since that time, Brazil has been in my heart, and the wonderful, incredible support I've had from my fans in Brazil. So to do my set list, the anniversary of joining Iron Maiden is something really positive. I joined Iron Maiden, I was selected after auditions and singing all of the songs, and it was a lot of people. I was very, very lucky. I thought they would choose somebody else because my voice is so different to Bruce Dickinson, but they chose me maybe because I was different, and we started writing the X Factor together, and we did Virtual 11. And for many fans, X Factor is their first Iron Maiden album, and Virtual 11 is their first Iron Maiden, or those two, and the era of me coming to Brazil. For a few fans, that's the important era. They know Iron Maiden from then, and then they go and find the history and follow and all of that. So
That's the story of my life. I
yeah.
started listening to Iron Maiden, as you know,
Yeah,
with your city. So
and it's something I'm very, very proud of. So it's nice to come back and do my anniversary of joining Iron Maiden, and every show is full, and 2 shows sold out on the tour, and incredible reactions from all of the fans. And my voice now, compared to when I recorded those albums, has developed and grown. So now I sing those old songs, 20 years old. Those old songs have a new and different interpretation because they come to life in a different way with the experience of a man and the way I have lived. That is in my voice, and I can interpret those songs in a different way. So that young man there singing the X Factor in that studio in Essex, I did the best that I could. Now it's better because I'm better, and it's a different feeling. It's a much deeper, more emotional feeling when I sing those old songs.
That's great. And is there any song in particular that you said that you're better now, you're singing better now, you have a different interpretation? Is that a particular song that you like the most?
I think one that every night now on this tour, on the anniversary set list that is in there, is Como Estas Amigos. That is one that really I have more depth in my voice, and I feel the lyrics and I feel able to connect my voice with the lyric and bring the full emotion to the song. And it's a song that's requested many, many times by my fans in Brazil. And also, what is an unusual feeling is that when I perform the Klansman, after the history that I have, after Iron Maiden and problems with record companies and all these different things that I've gone through in my life, that when I'm with my fans, it does feel like a gathering of the clans. It feels like we're here together, and I'm not there, people looking at me, how wonderful. We are there, and we are living and breathing and performing and singing the song together. And so it is a great feeling because I am independent, because my fans have made me independent, because they support me. So it is freedom, and my fans have given me the freedom to do the music that I want. And so it is wonderful. It is an incredible feeling to go, I am the Klansman.
Talking about connection and connecting people, can you tell more about this passion that you have for quantum physics?
My greatest work is my trilogy. It's called Infinite Entanglement, and it is 3 albums that tell one story about a man who does not know if he is human. It's a science fiction story, and in Newtonian physics, where everything revolves, the earth revolves around the sun, the universe is a machine, everything can be described easily, there is no room for spirit in that. In quantum physics, everything is connected. Everything is a part of everything else, and everything interacts with everything else. And so my story is called Infinite Entanglement, and the infinite part is the universe, and the entanglement is 2 electrons that are entangled, always know, instantaneously, at any distance across the universe, what the other one is doing, what position the other one is in. Well, we are all made of electrons. It's the smallest thing. So if we interact, if we are part of each other, won't we feel each other from across the universe? If we have a deep and real and trusting love, will we feel the other person no matter how far away? I think we will.
I agree.
I think we will. I think that the machines of the future will show that we are connected in a magical way. And so my album tells the story of a man who does not know if he is human, and the woman that he loves, and the love that they share but cannot realize because he feels she has betrayed him. She feels she had no choice because someone threatened her life. He feels that he would do anything for her so she could have been honest and not betrayed him. And that's the center of the story that they have. And he wakes up thinking that he is in a spacesuit that is surgically connected. His consciousness has been downloaded into a machine. He wakes up and he has a machine body and he does not know. Slowly he learns that he has no longer flesh, blood or skin, that it is not a suit, it is a machine body. And that is why he questions, what is it to be human? Do you have to have flesh and blood, or do you say, I am human because I have the value and the passion and the desire of a human being?
Isso é tão verdade que quando eu tinha 12 anos eu encontrei um CD do Iron Maiden numa enchente, numa inundação, e hoje a gente tá aqui, né? Quando eu falei isso pra ele 5 anos atrás, ele achou incrível. E é como as coisas se conectam.
About how she knew about you in Iron Maiden 5 years ago when she found that CD.
Yeah.
So we're talking about science fiction with Infinite Entanglement, and on Silicon Messiah you're ready to start to talk about a little bit. So when you look back to Silicon Messiah after your departure of Iron Maiden, do you think you can do something different? I mean,
no, for me, many of the ideas that I had when I was on the Virtual 11 tour and I recorded in my dictaphone and the notes I made, I thought these will be the ideas that I'll be working on and showing the guys for the next songs for the third album. I thought that it would continue. I thought it would only get better, but I didn't have that opportunity. So I got my own band together and explored those ideas, and then had other ideas that I wrote with the band and put the Silicon Messiah album together. I was very lucky to have Andy Sneap produce the album, and it was one of his first using totally hard drive. We used some tape, but most of the recording of the vocals was done to computer to hard drive. The technology had just become good enough to do sophisticated vocals. The problem in the studio, which I always had in the past, all through my career, is on the old 2-inch tape, you want to go and I want to try something slightly different, a very small inflection on this part. Okay, go again. Okay, ready? No, it's gone now. But when you're doing a recording to the hard drive, you can go, okay, here, give me 20 tracks, and I'll just keep going, and then I'll listen back to which inflection I want. Or I want to do it again, and you can get it. So all of the emotion to put the melody, the music, and the lyric together to bring it into something that will affect you emotionally. I felt I was able to do that with recording to a hard drive much better than I'd been able to do it in the past, where there seemed to be an element of luck. Is your voice sounding good on that day? Are you the right thing? So that was it, and that album really brought the whole thing together. It was a Silicon Messiah album talking about a lot of issues in technology, a lot of issues about consciousness and these kinds of things. What is your identity? About loneliness and desperation and isolation in Stare at the Sun. And it really came together. I sounded the way I wanted. I had the arrangements I wanted, the tone of voice that I wanted. And fans that got that album at the time, many fans loved that, and they like that the most of all my albums.
Yeah.
So we just knew that the show tonight is sold out here in São Paulo. How do you see this?
I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky to have wonderful fans, and many fans travel from all over Brazil to see me. So I'm very lucky. And the tour has gone very well. It's the last night of the tour.
Actually,
I'm
all
very
the shows
excited.
was
Everything,
really
yeah,
like
everything
sold
has
out
been
or...
full, and we had 2 sold out shows. So it's been a fantastic. It's my best tour for attendance of any that I've done in my solo career of Brazil. So I'm very lucky to have so many wonderful fans.
And I've heard that this is the last time they're maybe playing some songs of Iron Maiden that you recorded.
Yes, it's an anniversary to say to fans that I've met who say to me, the last time I seen you was in Iron Maiden. It's 20 years ago. So you can imagine, it happens to me so much. And I go, well,
It's a lie.
I've done 11 albums. I've been going for 20 years. I came to Brazil almost every time. I toured everywhere. Why haven't you seen me? It's a mystery to me. So I thought, here's the opportunity. I've got time. I'm going to do a celebration, and I'll say, look, I'm doing all my songs. I'm doing songs only from X Factor and Virtual 11, just my Iron Maiden songs. So this is the time to come and see me.
Yeah.
But why could it be the last time that you sing Sign of the Cross?
It might be.
You told me that could be the last
It
time.
might be the last time. After this tour and these festivals next year, I'll never do another full set of Maiden songs on tour, because I have 11 albums, and many of my fans say to me, I already heard those songs. I want to hear the original material from Blaze Bayley, from Infinite Entanglement, from Silicon Messiah, 10th Dimension, and Blood and Belief. So, and I have Man Who Would Not Die, many albums. So a lot of my fans that have followed me from the beginning, they don't care about those songs. So those Iron Maiden songs. So I wanted to take this time to go, okay, now it's a way to say thank you to the past, to say this is a part of me, and it always will be. There'll always be something from my past with Iron Maiden in my set list, but you're not going to hear a full set again, and it may be the last time I perform Sign of the Cross.
And you're playing Virus live also.
Virus, it's my own arrangement of Virus. I took what we had on Best of the Beast, and then I interpreted in my own way what I felt the emotion of that was. So it's a slightly different arrangement, and it's something that I enjoy doing because I'm an underground artist. I'm not in the mainstream media. My fans support me, and Virus is about the people that say it's impossible, that you're no good, that small things are not important, that the little things are not important. Well, for me, to sign something for my fan at the show is important. And I say to my fans, I had this dream, which as a young man from Birmingham, working in a hotel at night, listening to heavy metal, cleaning up puke and hoovering a hotel, it may seem impossible. And people said to me, I said, I want to be a rock singer. I'm going to be a rock singer. And they said, you never do it. It's impossible. You can't do that. It's impossible. Well, here I am. I'm living my dream. So for me to sing that song, it goes to all those people who said it's impossible to do it. Then I say, yeah, you are the virus. Those people aren't important. Small things are important in my life. It's very important to celebrate small things. To meet my fan and someone that I met last year, and they bring a photo and we laugh about things that we did. To celebrate small things, small achievements. Don't listen to people that say, oh, you only played to 7 people. Well, that was 7 very important people to me. Now I play to 700, 7,000. I play big festivals. So each of those festivals is one person. And that's important to me. It's important when I finish an album, when the first reviews on my Infinite Entanglement trilogy, no album went to any magazine or newspaper or press or journalist. The first people to listen to the Infinite Entanglement album were my fans. And it was their review that was first on my website. And that is what is important. And I asked my fans on the next one, I said, look, do you think it's okay if I send the album to the journalist first so that people know about it? Yeah, it's okay.
Tá chegando ao final, estão pedindo pra gente encerrar aqui, né?
Yeah.
Daqui a pouco o Blaze vai se apresentar lá no
This
Manifesto
will be our
Bar,
last
né?
question. This is a little trick question. You always have this little trick question. So we already know what's next for Blaze Bayley, but how Blaze Bayley as an artist sees Blaze Bayley as a person and vice versa?
Well, that's very difficult, you know, because of the frailty and the vulnerability of being a vocalist and being a singer. I don't know what's around the corner. Nobody does. We don't know what is in the future. There was a little filter, I think it was on Insta, where you could make your face old. And I hate that filter, because why do you think that you're gonna get old? You don't think something could happen? So that means you think, oh, I'm gonna get, no man, live now, be here in this moment, forget getting old, be here, live right now. Maybe you'll get old if you're lucky, but live right now. So as a man, I look at Blaze Bayley the artist and I go, he seems so tough, he seems like he can keep going. And as Blaze Bayley the artist, I look at the man and go, it's a struggle. It is nerves I get nervous before each performance. I try and take care of my voice the best that I can. Will it last on the schedule that I've got? Will I be able to perform at the level that I want to perform for my fans? Because the human voice is so weak and so vulnerable, and anything can happen. So each gig where I have my voice and I'm able to sing well is a triumph.
That's nice. Thank you very much, Blaze. Hope to see you soon here in Brazil once again.
Thank you for having me on the show. I'll hopefully return to Brazil next year. I would really love to come back and see all my fans again with a completely different set list.
Thanks so much.
Siga a gente aí nas redes, se inscreva no nosso canal e siga o nosso Instagram. Nosso Instagram.
Yeah. E sigam Blaze Bayley também. E aí galera, beleza? Bom, vocês estão vendo que eu tô com dois monstros aqui, né? Não preciso dizer quem são. Invadi aqui o ensaio do Dr. Sim. Vocês vão conferir o bate-papo sobre o disco novo, o festival que eles vão participar. A Isa não tá aqui, mas ela mandou pergunta, confere aí, é nóis. Assina, curte, compartilha e curta um disco desses caras que tá fenomenal. Nóis!